This is G.I. Joe Renegades Snake Eyes, part of Wave 2 of the 30th anniversary line of G.I. Joe. This is the first wave to have Renegades figures. I really like this figure. He's tied for first for my favorite Snake Eyes with the Ninja Commando Pursuit of Cobra Snake Eyes. And these are my first reviews I've done in 1080. So I really wanted to do figures that were really special to me, and he's definitely one. I really like this guy. He's really cool. He's got great articulation, and he's very accurate to the Snake Eyes in the Renegades cartoon, and that's what I like about him so much. Alright, so on to him in a minute. Let's look at the packaging he comes in. I really like the 30th anniversary packaging. It's very simple. Blue for Joe's, red for Cobra. They always pick great images. I really like how they're packaging the weapons too. They're just kind of sitting them in the tray so that you don't really get any bent ones. There he is from the cartoon. Figures from the rest of the wave, and a small bio about Snake Eyes. So he comes with a display stand with G.I. Joe embossed on it, and his name. I really like to include these with their names on them. It's very nice. He comes with a katana, a slightly shorter katana, which fits into this scabbard on his back, on his lower back. It just has two little slots that those fit in. Those fit in there really nice. He's got this pouch here, which is removable via peg hole. He's got two throwing weapons which you can store in there. This throwing knife, and then this triple bladed throwing knife. It's just a hole back here. There's no slots for them or anything. You just kind of have to jam them in there, and they just kind of hold themselves in there. And then he has this this gigantic plasma gun that's very indicative of the Renegades cartoon. That fits into just kind of a clip-on holster that hangs around his leg. It just kind of clips on in there. Alright, so on to the figure. He's very accurate to the show. Here he is. Here's that picture of him from the show again. He's slightly more charcoal in this picture. He's a bit more black. In the show, he is more navy. He's closer to him. So his paint application is just that dark navy with gray highlights throughout it. He has metal-colored knee pads and a metal-colored visor. I really like the visor on him. It looks really nice. His head sculpt is probably my favorite part about him. Just that visor is very classic Snake Eyes. I like that a lot. It just looks like there's very fine detail in his head sculpt. Come on, focus. Whatever. There we go. It looks like it has like stitching in it from where he has like a leathery mask, where it tucks into his visor right there. There's a lot of texture right there. It really looks like he's stuffing leather into a metal visor. The rest of his body, there's not much detail to it. I mean, it has some, and the some it has, I really like it. His boots especially, those buckles on the sides of his shins. His boots look really PC, really metally, really like futuristic combat, like Renegades is. So I really like that. He's got a little bit of detail on his wrists and forearms. Not much. He's very simple and understated, but I like that look. I like his overall sleek, clean look. He looks really nice. I really like this guy. He's got a good grip in his right hand. He's got a great grip. His hand is kind of shaped with more geometric square shape, just like the handle of the katana. So that fits in there really well. His left hand, I kind of stretched it out with the gun. The plasma gun has a bigger handle than the katana, so if you keep it in that hand for a while, it's going to stretch it out. It's pretty easy to kind of mold it back into shape, but this one I just ended up using an elastic band on. So the quality on this guy, on the quality control on this guy is pretty good. I haven't seen many problems with him. So I mean, when you're looking for him in the stores, the only thing I've really seen is the visor. Make sure there's no silver paint like on the top of his head, or right above the visor, or right under it. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all that can go wrong with him. Maybe this line here on his bicep, where that line between blue and the gray. Make sure that's straight. Alright, so size comparison. I mean, he's just a teeny tiny bit shorter than most Snake Eyes. See that? He's just a hair shorter than the Pursuit of Cobra Ninja Commando Snake Eyes. But other than that, I mean, he's a great size. He's really nice. So articulation, he's got really good articulation. He's got a ball jointed head, swivel 360. He doesn't look up and down very well though, just because of the shape of his head. Ball hinge shoulder, ball hinge elbow. He's got a ball hinge wrist. His right wrist swivels 360, and then it bends that way. And his left wrist swivels 360, of course, and then it bends out or in. He's got a ball hinge chest that swivels 360, and he's got great motion front to back, side to side. Ball jointed hips, double jointed knee, and a ball hinge foot. So that swivels 360 and can kick out like that, which is nice if you want to get him into a good kicking pose. The hip joints on this guy have all been pretty tight. It's just if you play around with them a lot and pose them a lot, they might get a little bit loose. Mine did, so I just kind of tightened them up with some super glue. I just took the legs off and put some super glue on the ball in there, so increase the surface area of the ball and thus making it a tighter fit in the ball and socket. But now, I mean, his joints are so stiff. I mean, he can hold crazy poses, so you can get him into some really good ninja poses. I actually kind of do that glue trick on all my Joes, even if they don't have loose hips. I just do it just to give them tighter joints. I mean, you can't argue with it. It's great. Alright, so should you buy this figure? If you're a Renegades fan, definitely get it. I mean, you can't have a Renegades collection without a Snake Eyes, and this Snake Eyes, I really like him, like I said. I mean, it's just his sleekness, his simpleness, his good articulation, he's got good accessories, and he just looks like the Renegade Snake Eyes, so I really like him. He's really one of my favorite Snake Eyes. If you're not a fan of the Renegades cartoon, I don't know, pass. But he is one of the cooler ones from the Renegades line. Anyway, hope you found this helpful. I hope you enjoy the new 1080 videos. If tell me what you think. Tell me if you like them. Tell me if you don't like them. I am getting a tripod soon. I don't have a tripod for this camera, so I'm sorry if it's shaky or a little bit wobbly or I hit it sometimes. But I'm getting one soon. I order it in the mail. Anyway, again, hope you found this helpful. And until next time, keep collecting.